IDEX has fallen down by over 20% after announcing a massive reverse split where the stock will go from 1.5 billion total shares to a mere 12 million, so what do you need to know? Sit tight as we share all the details, but before we do that, subscribe to our channel $1 World for regular IDEX stock updates. Ideanomics, Nasdaq IDEX, a company that focuses on transformative industries, has announced an important decision made by its board of directors. They have approved a plan for a reverse stock split of the company's common stock, which has a par value of $0.001 per share. This reverse stock split will occur at a ratio of 1 for 125, meaning that for every 125 shares held by a shareholder, they will receive 1 share following the split. This strategic move, known as the reverse stock split, is said to take effect on August 25, 2023. This decision comes as Ideanomics aims to address a compliance requirement imposed by the Nasdaq Stock Exchange. Specifically, they are striving to regain compliance with the Nasdaq Listing Rule 5550A2, which mandates a minimum bid price of $1 for continued listing on the Nasdaq Capital Market. In accordance with the provisions outlined in the Nevada Revised Statutes or NRS Section 78207, the company has the authority to decrease its authorized shares of common stock. This includes reducing the number of both issued and outstanding shares. This can be achieved through a resolution passed by the board of directors, without the need for stockholder approval. The implementation of a reverse stock split will involve the filing of a certificate of change, in line with NRS Section 78209. This certificate will be submitted to the Secretary of State of Nevada on the designated effective date. As part of this process, the number of authorized shares of Ideanomics common stock will be significantly reduced, going from 1.5 billion shares to 12 million shares. Correspondingly, the number of issued and outstanding shares will also decrease in alignment with this adjustment. When the effective date arrives, existing shareholders will witness an automatic conversion of their shares. This means that each shareholder's total holdings of common stock will be converted into a new number, determined by dividing the original number of shares by 125. Any resulting fractional shares will be rounded up to the nearest whole share, ensuring that shareholders receive whole shares after the split. The company is committed to issuing whole shares in these cases and has stated that no fractional shares will be distributed. Importantly, this reverse stock split does not impact the fundamental value of Ideanomics common stock or its authorized shares of preferred stock. After the split, the percentage ownership held by each shareholder and the corresponding voting power will remain mostly unchanged. The exception to this rule is the minor adjustments made due to the treatment of fractional shares. Shareholders who have their holdings managed by brokerage firms need not take any action, as the reverse stock split will be automatically reflected in their brokerage accounts. However, shareholders who possess physical stock certificates have the option, though it's not obligatory, to send these certificates to Ideanomics transfer agent and registrar, known as Transfers Online. In return, these shareholders will receive new stock certificates reflecting the adjusted share count resulting from the reverse stock split. In summary, Ideanomics' decision to undergo a reverse stock split is driven by the company's strategic goals and the necessity to comply with Nasdaq's regulations. This maneuver is aimed at maintaining the company's position on the Nasdaq Capital Market and ensuring a smooth transition for shareholders as they adjust to the revised share structure. Enjoying the video so far? Be sure to join our Discord community to connect with other like-minded investors. Let's look at some stock news of IDEX. The stock performance of IDEX or Ideanomics today exhibited significant fluctuations, revealing a noteworthy decline. The opening price was $0.0396, and throughout the day, the stock experienced a range of values, reaching a high of $0.043 and a low of $0.037. The trading day concluded with a closing price of $0.0385. The total trading volume for the day amounted to 38,932,378 shares. This marked a substantial decrease of 27.36% in the stock price when compared to the previous day's trading value of $0.0530. This closing price of $0.0385 stands as the lowest since March 8, 2023. The stock has shown a wide range of performance over the past year, with a 52-week high of $0.6794 and a 52-week low of $0.02. Several factors could be contributing to this significant drop in IDEX's stock price. Firstly, the company has been facing financial challenges, as indicated by its recent announcement in June 2023. The company's ability to submit its quarterly report on Form 10-Q within the required timeframe has caused it to breach Nasdaq's listing regulations. The consequence of not addressing this promptly could potentially lead to the company's delisting from the Nasdaq exchange. Secondly, IDEX is grappling with heightened competition in the electric vehicle market. The emergence of multiple new electric vehicle companies in the market, many of which have gone public, has attracted considerable attention from investors. This intensified competition is likely placing pressure on IDEX's stock price as investors weigh their options among the available choices in the sector. Lastly, the broader stock market has displayed notable volatility in recent weeks. This general instability and uncertainty within the market could be exerting an influence on the downward movement of IDEX's stock price, as investors may be more cautious and risk-averse in their decision-making. On the other hand, IDEX is scheduled to reveal its earnings results for the quarter ending June 30th, 2023 after the market closes on Friday, August 25th. Analysts have projected that the company will announce a loss of 5 cents per share for the quarter. In the most recent prior earnings release, which occurred on Friday, August 4th, IDEX reported an earnings per share, or EPS, of 7 cents for the same quarter. Notably, the company's revenue during that quarter amounted to $10.56 million. Additional financial metrics for the period showed that Ideanomics had a negative return on equity of 86.73% and a negative net margin of 367.56%. The upcoming earnings announcement on August 25th provides an opportunity for investors and stakeholders to gain insights into Ideanomics' financial performance and its progress during the specified quarter. The projected earnings per share and the comparison with the previous quarter's results indicate the company's trajectory and potential challenges it might be facing in the dynamic market landscape. Recently, a number of institutional investors have made notable adjustments to their positions in Ideanomics, or IDEX. BlackRock Inc. increased its ownership of Ideanomics by 7.4% during the first quarter. Following this increase, BlackRock Inc. now holds a total of 25,255,266 shares of the company's stock, valued at approximately $28,285,000. This increment was achieved by purchasing an additional 1,733,776 shares in the last quarter. State Street Corp also made changes to its holdings, raising its stake in Ideanomics by 2.9% during the first quarter. Presently, State Street Corp possesses 10,585,829 shares of the company's stock, valued at around $1,143,000. This increase in ownership was accomplished through the acquisition of an additional 297,955 shares in the most recent quarter. Millennium Management LLC, on the other hand, established a new position in Ideanomics during the second quarter, acquiring shares valued at $5,482,000. Another institution, Northern Trust Corp., increased its holdings in Ideanomics by 5.8% during the first quarter. The current ownership of Northern Trust Corp. stands at 3,745,452 shares of the company's stock, with an approximate value of $4,194,000. This increase was the outcome of acquiring an additional 204,578 shares in the last quarter. Vanguard Group Inc. also showed activity in this regard, boosting its ownership of Ideanomics by 6.1% during the first quarter. Vanguard Group Inc. now holds 2,851,843 shares of the company's stock, valued at around $3,194,000. This was accomplished through the acquisition of an additional 163,963 shares in the last quarter. In total, approximately 8.59% of Ideanomics stock is currently owned by institutional investors. These adjustments to holdings by various institutional investors provide insight into the shifting sentiment and confidence surrounding Ideanomics in the financial market. Opinions on the future trajectory of the stock are divided, with a divergence in perspectives among investors. While some individuals hold an optimistic outlook, expecting the stock to rise, another faction maintains a more cautious stance, predicting a bearish trend for the stock. This divide reflects the complex interplay of market factors, investor sentiment, and external influences that contribute to the uncertainty surrounding the stock's direction in the upcoming period. As both bullish and bearish arguments are presented, the stock remains at a crossroads, leaving the market poised for further fluctuations in response to unfolding developments. Remember that this is not financial advice, and you should always do your own research and make informed investment decisions. That was all for today. Let us know if you think this stock will make you rich or not in the comments section. Hit like and subscribe to our channel $1 World for more such penny stock videos, and we will see you in the next one.